Dwayne Haskins is now a Pittsburgh Steeler. As a Ravens fan, I'm pretty happy about this. I do genuinely hope, Dwayne Haskins turns it around, but the Steelers locker room doesn't really have the best reputation right now, especially, it doesn't have the best reputation with keeping players in check in terms of like their character immaturity. And there's a lot of immaturity in that locker room. At least this past season, there was. Dwayne Haskins, I don't think it's going to help the situation at all. I really, I don't think this is a great landing spot for him. I'm going to be honest. I hope he does turn it around, though. I do hope the best for Dwayne Haskins. But I have a question for you. So where are the Steelers going now? Because they did let Duck Hodges go. Are the Steelers still are they gonna draft a quarterback, or are they gonna go with somebody else? Because I mean, they have three quarterbacks already on the roster, and Big Ben is returning. I'm pretty sure you said that. So, where are the Steelers going with this?
Oh, I think the Steelers are heading in a direction where obviously they know Big Ben's on his last few legs. Um, I think Dwayne Haskins is kind of. I feel like for me, I think he's better than Mason Rudolph. Um, I don't know. I think they'll still end up drafting a quarterback because that is something they do need. I don't know if it'll be this year or if it'll be in the next few years. Because this year it seems like all the quarterbacks, um, it seems like they're all in a higher spot than where they would land for Pittsburgh to for them to get one.
Mhm.
I do disagree a bit. I do disagree with you a little bit when you say that this is not an ideal spot for him. Yes, there has been a lot of history of, you know, interesting characters in the Steelers locker room to say the least. But I feel like Dwayne Haskins, he's built in a way where he played kind of similar to Big Ben, in some aspects. So I think that maybe he could learn and get mentored under Big Ben, and hopefully become that second stringer that they need. In particular, I don't know if he'll become a first stringer ever or he'll ever start there, but if Big Ben does go down, I feel like they can trust Haskins a bit more. But there is someone else on that roster I do think that should get a bigger opportunity, and that's Josh Dobbs. But I digress.
Yeah, I hope he's not mentored too much by Big Ben, because we all know his off the court issues. But like I said, I still stand by it. I don't think this is a great situation for Haskins in terms of playing time. I think this could be a good situation because if Big Ben goes down, he's getting up there in age. If he goes down, Haskins would likely be either the starter or the backup to Mason Rudolph, who, if he plays bad, they're going to throw Haskins in there. So, I mean, in terms of playing time, like on the field, it's not that bad of a fit, but my concerns are still off the field and in the locker room. Those are my two concerns.
Well, I mean, my thing with Haskins is I feel like being away from home. When he was in the DMV area at Washington, the area he grew up in, like was raised at. I just feel like there's a lot of, like I said in another previous podcast, a lot of yes men, and a lot of people, talking in his ear and stuff like that. I feel like now he's in Pittsburgh. A lot of those distractions are gone. He's away from home. And I just feel like, maybe he can focus a lot more on his craft and on his game, and hopefully he'll mature more, being around different individuals. And, a lot of credit goes to Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin he typically keeps people in check. With a lot of people, a lot of the other previous athletes that did act up on their own. I would not blame anything on Mike Tomlin when it comes to that aspect. But Mike Tomlin's one of those guys, he will keep most of his players in check if needed to. So I feel like hopefully Mike Tomlin can also help out. And I think they mentioned that Mike Tomlin and Haskins share the same agent, if I'm not incorrect. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that he brought him over there. Maybe he could also get a chance to mentor him and better him as a person and hopefully as a quarterback.